Hey, everyone. Welcome back for another meal plan in minutes. And today we're going to talk about a topic near and dear to my heart: how to prioritize self care in the kitchen. We don't usually think about self care in the kitchen, right? Those two things can seem diametrically opposed most days of the week. So, I would like to try and help you make a mindset shift today. For those of you who are new here, new to me, I am Rebecca Connolly, a personal chef and culinary instructor with 20 plus years of experience helping busy moms, dads, professionals, and families just like you create nourishing and delicious meals that support both health and well being. I believe that cooking should be a joyful, fulfilling experience, not something that drains your energy. And too often than not, I think, and I can even find myself, right, being in the kitchen, and it is just not a pleasant experience. So today, I want to show you how to make your time in the kitchen work for you, not against you. If you love learning about food, cooking tips, and more ways to bring balance to your life, I would love for you to join my online community, Time to Savor and Thrive. Drop Thrive in comments below, and I will send you that link. Let's get started. So, be honest now. How often do you find yourself exhausted at the end of the day, scrambling to put together a meal and feeling like cooking is just another chore? Raise your hand down below. No judgment zone here, right? What if I told you that the way you approach your time in the kitchen could actually be a form of self care? Let's talk about how to make that mindset shift. All right. So, the kitchen is the heart of the home, but it can also feel like it is the most stressful place, right? And prioritizing self care while cooking can, I know, we don't usually talk about self care and cooking, and we kind of see cooking and being in the kitchen a lot of times seems like the exact opposite, right? The antithesis of taking care of ourselves. But if you will, just give me a few minutes and see if this might make sense and might resonate with you. Okay. Prioritizing self care while you're cooking can reduce stress and overwhelm around mealtime, right? Because we, as the ones who are probably doing the cooking in the home, we're the ones that bring either the stress or the joy to the mealtime, right? Make cooking can feel more enjoyable and less like a burden. This would have to do more with planning ahead and maybe making sure you have some basic skills. And prioritizing self care while cooking can also help you create nourishing meals that fuel your body and your mind. So it's not just about getting something on the plate that sort of resembles something colorful and balanced, right? But being just a little bit more mindful in that cooking and planning process can actually both fuel and it can also connect. So when we approach cooking with both intention and care, it transforms from just another task into an opportunity to nurture ourselves and those that we love. So, I'm going to give you 3 ways. I love the number 3. 3 ways to prioritize self care in the kitchen. The first one is you want to create a calm and enjoyable cooking space, right? Your environment plays a huge role in how you feel in the kitchen. Try these tips to create a space that feels peaceful. You want to keep your counters clear and organized. Play calming or uplifting music while you cook, or any music that you want to play, right? That gets you energized or calm, depending on the day, right? Depending on the time of day, depending on the weekday. Use good lighting. You want to be able to see what you're cooking, and even add a small plant or fresh flowers for a touch of joy. I love my my hydro herbs. I wish I could say that I have a green thumb, but the most success I've had in keeping fresh herbs going that I can grab for my meals is the hydro garden. which is super easy. It just tells me when it needs more water. It tells me when it needs more food. The plants grow and I can trim and I just trim as I need to. So turning your kitchen into a space that you enjoy being in, even if it's just for 15, 20 minutes, makes cooking feel like it's a gift and not a chore. Okay. So, and if you're wanting more tips on how to create an organized, well stocked space, drop space down below, and I have another free resource for you for doing that. All right, your second tip to creating or to prioritizing self care in the kitchen is to simplify your cooking routine, right? Look, meal planning and cooking for yourself or for your family does not mean that you're opening up the Julia Child Mastering Your French Cooking every single day of the week. That was a great movie, though, by the way. I highly recommend Julia and Julia. Totally enjoyable. And one of these days, when I have the luxury of doing such a project, I would love to do that as well. Take a cookbook and just cook every single recipe from start to finish, no matter how gourmet or how simple. But look, complicated recipes are for when you have time, when you have energy, when you have mental space, when you're not, juggling all the things, right? So, complicated recipes, last minute scrambling, that's what's really making cooking and meal planning stressful. It is much easier to go to the grocery store, to go through the drive-through, right? When everybody's hungry because you know that you can get something that everybody's going to eat and there's not going to be any complaining. They're going to be fed, ready to go to bed and get a good night's rest, right? So, here's how you can simplify your cooking routine. Take the pressure off of yourself. Meal prep to save time during the week. And I've done other live videos on what I mean by meal prep. Plan a theme night, right? Like Taco Tuesday or Slow Cooker Sunday. I actually like Slow Cooker Wednesday because middle of the week is always the worst time, right? Wednesday and or Thursday, at least for us. I've kind of run out of energy, right? So I want to be able to put something in the slow cooker and have it ready when we get home to dish up. Maybe just need to, make some rice on the side real quick or add a salad. So theme nights can make your decision making easier, okay? And pick something that your family always enjoys. Doesn't have to be a mystery. And you're also going to want quick and nourishing go-to meals that require minimal effort. A lot of this is mental load. So a lot of times when, there's so many different meal plans that are available out there, so many different things that you could subscribe to. But here's the reality. How many new recipes do you really have the mental space for during the week? Maybe 3. Maybe on a good week. And that's with some intention, right? So you want to simplify and add things in here and there that you are fairly certain your family is going to enjoy. Stick with flavors, stick with ingredients. If you want to try something new, I would try those on the weekend when you have, the opportunity to give it a little bit more time and a little bit more attention. And also, you're not going to be as stressed out about whether or not they're going to enjoy this new thing that you're creating, right? So that was the second tip. Simplify your cooking routine. And third, cook with intention and with mindfulness. So instead of rushing through meals, try approaching cooking as a mindful practice. Take a deep breath before you start cooking to set yourself a calm tone in the kitchen. Focus on the process, focus on the chopping, focus on the stirring, focus on smelling the ingredients, right? Grounding. We like to, ground yourself in the process and express gratitude for the food you're preparing and those that you're nourishing. So it can be more of a meditative, more of a mindful experience, even if it's only 15, 20 minutes, right? I know for us, Coming in, I would do school pickup and then we'd go to activities and then we'd be rushing home to get dinner on the table. Homework's got to get done. Then we got to do bath time, get ready for school the next day. And of course, all that's got to happen by 9 or 10 o'clock at night, even earlier, so that the kids could get a good 8 to 10 hours of sleep right before getting up at 6 o'clock the next morning and doing the whole routine all over again. So coming in from sort of, the pickup and the activities, taking a breath, even just taking 15-20 minutes to myself in the kitchen to kind of make that shift between, activity mom to mom at home while the kids, took their stuff to their room, even played for a little bit. Just take a moment to center yourself and be able to refocus with intention and with mindfulness. Okay. So, the 3 ways to prioritize self care in the kitchen that I'm suggesting today are: one, create a calm and enjoyable cooking space, right? You don't want to be scrambling for where's the equipment, where's the ingredients, where are the things. Number 2, you want to simplify your cooking routine to reduce the stress. We've talked about this before, make meals with ingredients and flavors that your family enjoys. And don't try to do the overcomplicated, lots of new stuff during the week, because that's just going to stress you out. So try the new stuff on the weekends. And 3, cook with intention and mindfulness for a more fulfilling experience. This is a topic for a different day, but we taught both of our kids to eat with mindfulness and with intention, which was great because now at 18 and 21, we've discovered through processes that they have health conditions that they need to be aware of when it comes to their nutrition. And looking back now, the way that they chose to eat actually helped to diagnose or to point the way to those difficulties that they were having. So one of the things that in choosing new meals, I would make sure that I picked an ingredient or a flavor. So one example is my son really enjoyed Worcestershire sauce. I hope I said that right. He really enjoyed the flavor of that with beef. So, and I noticed that because he would eat all the meatloaf. And so I went looking for other dishes that simply involved both beef and high quality beef, as well as Worcestershire sauce. And I, discovered 3 or 4 more dishes that he would enjoy, like sloppy joes, pot roast, and, Salisbury steak, anything that included beef with Worcestershire burgers. So that's another quick tip on how to, and we have Google, which can be a rabbit hole at times with all the resources that are out there. But you can simply take an ingredient and look for dishes, winter dishes with, or spring dishes with, or favorite chicken family dinners, and you can whittle down from there. Okay, so I would love to hear from you. What's one way after this little chat that you can make your kitchen feel more like a place of self-care? Drop it down below. Let's give each other ideas, support each other. And if you want more support in bringing balance to your cooking routine, I would love for you to join my online community, Time to Savor and Thrive. Drop Thrive down below and I will get you that link. Thank you so much again for joining me today for this meal plan in minutes. Cooking should really be something that fills you up, not drains you. Let's make our time in the kitchen a gift, not a burden. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.